I play with a lot of tech on this channel. I mean, a lot. And because of that, the lifespan of use for the tech that I review and put out on this channel isn't necessarily very long. Now you guys know I do my best to not share specs and more so share how tech can integrate into the day-to-day, how I use it on a regular basis. But like take for example, the Surface Pro 11, I used it for about 5 months before I decided to switch over to the ZenBook Duo because it was enticing and I wanted to share it with you guys, so I had to jump all in. But every once in a while, there's a piece of tech that just has a much longer lifespan because I use it every single day. And that brings us to today. There are some tech products that I just genuinely enjoy using all the time. They live in my daily carry. Maybe not my daily carry, but my daily tech use. So I wanna give those devices and pieces of tech the spotlight they deserve. I wanna share with you guys some of the best tech that I use on a daily basis. Tons of packages to go through today at the studio. One of which is the Bissell green machine, the little green machine. I think this went viral, or it's still going viral, I don't know. But I got this because, yo, I love this thing. I have the X10 Pro Omni at home, and the S1 Pro is such a huge upgrade. Like, it seems like it's not, but it is. Design-wise, it looks better. The station is just so much more advanced. And I love that I never have to clean my floors. I never have to mop or sweep. It's amazing.
Yo, also, they updated the app. That's crazy. It looks so different from the first version of the app. A lot cleaner. It's really nice.
The Eufy RoboVacs are awesome because they save me a ton of time. Now, I already have a home and the X10 Pro Omni lives there. And now that I have a content studio, the S1 Pro lives here, and it makes cleaning my floors effortless. It's Wi-Fi connected, so I can literally go anywhere, start it from the app, and monitor it to make sure everything's getting done correctly, and there's no issues. The tech really has come a long way in these RoboVacs. For example, it's got 8,000 pascals of suction power, so it's a great vacuum. And it's got a self-cleaning roller mop, so it's not just pushing dirt around in circles, it's actually cleaning the floors and cleaning the mop as it goes along. It's self-emptying, refilling, and even has ozone sterilization in the water. Not to mention, the obstacle avoidance is amazing. It even lifts itself over carpet so it doesn't mop the carpet. It's pretty good at cleaning messes, but you can't use it lacking common sense. Yo, this thing just completely messed up my rug. It got salsa up earlier and I guess it didn't fully clean itself. Oh my God. I ruined my rug. It wasn't Eufy's fault, it was mine. To be fair, I was filming a video for the Eufy and I was showing how it could literally just body through some salsa. Like, I put chunky salsa on the floor. And it did, it cleaned it, it scooped it all up, it was great. But here's the thing, a normal person would have wiped up the salsa, cleaned it up a little bit, and then ran the Eufy. I left the chunky salsa on the floor. And so it immediately scooped it all up. Obviously, chunky salsa got caught up in the parts. Then I went to go clean the rest of the floor and it went over the carpet and just completely got chunky salsa all over the carpet. Please don't take this as a sign to ruin my credibility. I honestly didn't put 2 and 2 together. I should have, I didn't. Lesson learned. Eufy's still awesome though.
All things considered, it's not horrible. Like, I gotta figure out how to clean this. There's just a little bit of red here. It could have been way worse.
This weather's fantastic. I can get with this. We have a trip to New York tomorrow to visit Samsung, so I have to start packing for that because I got a lot of gear to take with me.
Are you ready to go to New York?
Yes! I do not like the look of this bag. I don't like the color of it, but it's very functional.
Definitely gonna need this. Definitely going to need the DJI mics. Probably gonna need my Osmo as well. So this is the A7 IV. This is the camera that I pretty much used for the past couple of years.
And then I got the A7C too. I bought this camera for my second camera as a backup, and the fact that it's more compact and lighter is a huge plus. It still features most of the same things with some updates. For example, the AI chip gives it AI autofocus, which is fire. It even has the same fold-out screen. The viewfinder did move and is a lower tier viewfinder, but I get by with it pretty well. It has the same sensor as the A7C II, which is what I'm recording on right now. So it's basically the same camera, except the A7C II is a lot more compact, has a couple of more features like the AI autofocus, which is really helpful when you're doing on-the-go content shooting. A7C II is a must to bring with me and is lighter. Now it isn't perfect. It only has a single SD card slot, which isn't a huge issue for me, but might be for some others out there. But the micro HDMI, because obviously it's a smaller form factor, so they try to keep as little tech in it as possible. Sony, you gotta get rid of the micro HDMI. It's so bad. The port is flimsy and the plug is really vulnerable. It's really easy to break and it just wobbles around a ton. I really miss the full-size HDMI from my A7 IV. Speaking of the A7 IV, it's really nice to pair it with the A7 IV because you know you're getting much of the same camera. Same menus, same color science, same resolution, and having the A7C II with my Sigma 16-28 is a tad bit more portable. So it's great for situations like when you're trying to game on a plane.
I feel like the only problem with the Legion Go is just how big it is. Look at how big this case is. But we gotta take it with us. It's a must.
Especially on a flight like a flight to New York, which is like an hour, hour and a half. Gotta pass time. No better way to do that than to play some games. We leave at 8 something.
We leave at 9.
And we get back at 10 something. So it's...
But in New York, we're probably only spending about 20 to 22 hours.
Yeah, gotta hit a 7-Eleven.
Ghost?
Yep.
What a travel dude.
Yo, I've tried a lot of handhelds, and the Legion Go so far is my favorite. It's the most portable get-it-all device that I've used so far. The detachable Joy-Cons are really cool, especially for situations like when you're on a plane or very tight spaces. And the screen, oh my God, guys, the screen, 8.8 inches, 2560 by 1600, 16 by 10, 144 hertz. But here's the thing, I don't know how to explain it, but I swear it looks like a QD OLED display. The contrast is amazing. And despite being a 97% DCI P3 color gamut, the colors are so freaking vibrant. I'm telling you guys, this screen has some magic going on.
I think he might actually be a travel dude. So I'm gonna attempt to use the Legion Go on the flight today, but I just got notified that this Delta flight doesn't have free Wi-Fi. They're in the process of upgrading the experience. If it doesn't connect to Wi-Fi, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play the games, because sometimes it needs to like verify to the internet to connect to make sure I actually own the game. But we'll see.
Now keep in mind, it is pretty big for a handheld, and if you keep it in the case, well, that's a lot of wasted space. I personally prefer a more capable device versus a super compact, less capable device, but that's gonna be personal preference. Battery life is, well, to be honest, it's not great. I mean, if you're playing something super simple, barely any processing, low resolution, 60 hertz cap on efficiency mode, you might get like 3 hours. But as soon as you start using it like a pro device, expect to get about an hour out of it. Games like Call of Duty or Cyberpunk just eat the battery on this, so you're better off staying plugged in on a long flight or train ride. But despite it fitting in your hand and basically being a mini screen that functions as a computer, it handles games pretty well. The AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme chip inside performs really well. I definitely have to dial back the settings a bit. This is not a gaming PC with a dedicated GPU by any means, and that means you're gonna spend some time configuring things.
I just spent basically that entire flight getting Cyberpunk set up so that it would actually run on the Legion Go, because Cyberpunk is a pretty intense game and I have never ran it on the Legion Go before.
It does have like a Steam Deck setting, but after tweaking a couple things, I actually got it to run a little bit better. But the problem was that took like 50 minutes of it loading itself up at the highest settings, because it loaded my settings from my gaming PC, and then having to close it because it wasn't working, and then having to like set some new settings and then run some benchmarks, and then it made me restart the game. By the time all that was done, we got it running at like almost 60 frames per second. Then we were landing.
Lenovo did announce the Legion Go S and Legion Go 2 at CES this year, so it'll be exciting to see the improvements those bring. I'm particularly interested in the Legion Go 2 because it is the coolest and most capable device out there.
We came here for a quick 24-hour turnaround surprise trip to see Samsung. We're gonna check out some of their latest appliances. They put some AI in it, some actually pretty cool stuff. I'm excited to see it. And then we're gonna head back home. It's a lot colder here than it is home though. Home it's like 75 degrees and here it's like 54. I'm ready to go back already.
As it turns out, my contact at Sony is here in New York right now. So I saw that she was here and I was like, yo, I'm in New York too. And she was like, can you be somewhere at 4? Which the event ends at 4, so that's gonna be a tight fit, but we might still make it. Either way, we're gonna try and meet up with them after the Samsung thing. I have no idea what's going on. She told me I have to sign an NDA and it's super top secret, so we'll see.
That was pretty cool. I didn't expect it. I can't tell you guys what it is because there's an embargo and NDA that I signed, and by the time this video goes live, it won't be time yet. But that was pretty cool. Thanks, Sony, for the awesome experience.
Another thing that I always take with me traveling and use pretty much every day are my Nothing earbuds. Despite owning a pair of AirPod Pros, XM3s, XM5s, the list goes on, I always gravitate towards these. And it's not because they are the superior audio product. My AirPod Pros actually do better than these, and I'll get to that in a second. The thing about the Nothing ears is the interface was designed so well in the app. The design of the product itself just looks so cool. And for a consumer, it's half the price of AirPod Pros. They have active noise canceling, transparency mode, a lot of the same features that you get in a lot of the other options out there. And I just feel like they're really well done.
Okay, a couple things to note on the Nothing ears. So number one feature that I really wish they had across all phones that they only have when you pair them with a Nothing phone is ChatGPT integration. So if you pair these with a Nothing phone, you actually get ChatGPT as your assistant. That'd be super cool if we could have it on iPhone and Android, regular Android devices as well. Battery life is pretty good. You get about 8 to 10 hours of playback on these, and this will last up to 40 hours. So you get about 3 more charges out of this, which is really nice. Overall, they're really, really good for the value. They're obviously not the best out there, but I really like them.
Sound quality is phenomenal, and you can go into the EQ mode, set custom EQs, or even get one customized to your own sound profile and hearing. But I'll be honest, noise canceling isn't that great, and you especially notice it in situations like when you're mowing the lawn or you've got a lot of noise going on. It struggles sometimes. And transparency mode kind of doesn't sound like transparency mode. It's like a halfway transparency mode. You can hear what's going on around you, but your ears still feel a little clogged. So no, these are not the best option on the market, and I'm not saying you should even get them. I'm just saying that I gravitate towards them a lot because they look really freaking cool and they sound great too.
It's been a couple of days since I was in New York, and I don't really come here to the studio on the weekends, so this is my first time coming back really since New York and spending some time here. I did drop off my bag, but I let the Eufy S1 Pro clean my floors while I was gone, and it is the biggest life hack in the world. So this little guy went to work for me. Floors are clean, and I can see here where it did all of the cleaning. It kind of shows you the lines that it followed, which is really cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of having to clean chores like that. And I already have a place to clean at home that I live at. So the less work that I have to do here, the better. You know, when you're reviewing tech all the time and you're cycling through so many different products, I feel like it's hard to communicate like, okay, this is really cool and this is something that might benefit someone out there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be in my daily arsenal. And then there's also products that do make it into my daily arsenal that only get shown once, and they deserve a better spotlight. So I hope this video helps shine some light on that. I'd like to do more of these. If you guys enjoy videos like these, let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm traveling to Barcelona next week. I gotta go prep for that. By the time you see this, I'll already be there or have already been on the trip. And I'm thinking some pretty cool tech would be there too, so maybe that'll make it into a future video. But really excited for the trip. I gotta go get ready. Appreciate you watching. Peace.